We start to do our own inner work and work with our energy within and go inwards, it has a knock-on effect for everything else around us. Even our children, we can respond differently. We can be aware of the trigger and sit with the trigger and ask the trigger, what is this trigger showing me? You see, our children can trigger us, and believe me, my children have triggered me so much. At the start of my journey, I was triggered, and I used to think, why were they triggering me and all that kind of stuff, until I started thinking to myself, this can't go on, it can't go on like this, and I had to stop blaming my children and pull my energy back. I have one child who's very challenging, and she always likes to have the last word and be in control, until I realised that, I often say this to people sometimes when I see them out with children and I can see them having the back and forth with the children. I say, I have a child that does that. I said, and I just don't reply, I don't argue. Not because I'm allowing her to be in charge, because I'm not. What I realised is that they can say yes, I can say no, they can say yes, but we as the parent, we are the one with the ultimate control power. Well, not control power, but if they want something, we don't have to argue that they can't have it. We're the one with the money. We're the one that gets to decide, and that is a boundary for me. And that was an energetic boundary that I set for myself, not to get into the energy of arguing back with a 10-year-old. When, if I were to get honest with myself, who am I arguing with really? Myself. So I stopped that, and now I'm like, I just walk away. I'm like, okay, bye, see ya. And that's what I do. It sounds really mean, but it's not. It's just getting to the point. Just don't get into the energy of your children, honestly. My boys, they're so much easier. Girls are harder anyway, aren't they? But this week I got her a fan. She's been pestering me for a bloody fan, and she likes to dismantle things. So I goes into her room, and I says, where's the fan? She says, it's downstairs. I thought, it's not really downstairs. And where it? Under her bed, under her quilts. And she dismantled it. I took it off her, fixed it back up, and I was going to just take it off her, but I set a boundary. I said, I bought you this, you've been pestering for this, I'm not going to replace this when you break it. If I see it dismantled one more time, it's out your room and you'll be hot. Because the whole point of a fan is to keep you cool, and that's what you wanted it for, and now you're breaking it. See, she needs to learn that I'm not just going to replace something because she decides to dismantle it. She probably not realise she's going to break it, but these are the things that what I go through with my children, and I have to stand firm and set them boundaries with them. I'm also softer with him, like my other son. I'll give him my bank card, and I'm just allowing. Now, my family would never do that. They wouldn't trust. It's a trust thing. But I know my child would spend a bit of money on the card, and I trust him to do that, and that's what I'm allowing. So if we show our children trust, they give us trust back. So I've started to pull that energy back. All the program and all the things that I was brought up with, I'm not willing to project that onto my children anymore. So just be mindful of the things that's going on in your family, and things that might have your programming from your own parents and things. We don't want to pass them on. We want our children to have nice experiences, but at the same time, it's always good to have that boundary and set something in stone. Anyway, I'm going to leave you there, sending so much love.